If we're going to step into a different dimension to see the fullness of the revelation of God, I have to quit approaching God with my limitations. God doesn't function in the way you simply see, in the way your eyesight can work a plane. God works beyond the realms of what you have the ability to piece and put together within your mind. The length, the width, the depth, and the height. Okay? That you would be able to, so here's what what we've done? We have literally in the church, because we can't get past the elementary things of God with this love, is that we have only touched God in somewhat of a shallow or short way. We preach and prophesy about an exponential God, and yet we're only functioning in addition and subtraction, a multiplicatory function. I'm still looking at God in planes, and God's in dimensions. I didn't mean to go here, but I hope I'm awakening something in you. He says, what is the length and the width and the depth and the height, to know the love of Christ which passes knowledge, that you may be filled with the fullness. Watch. Can I borrow this? This thing right here has got length and it's got width. It ain't got a lick of depth. It ain't got a lick of height. But this is how we see God. So I can't be full of him because I'm only approaching God in one plane, in one dimension. I can't know. I'm begging for the fullness of God, but won't open myself up in obedience. In obedience to knowing just a different dimension of who he is. Okay? So he's begging. He's like, man, I need you to break out of your capacity to even think. You have to begin to approach God without thought. I don't know what that means, but just telling you, we can no longer begin to go into God with reason. If we're going to step into a different dimension to see the fullness of the revelation of God, I have to quit approaching God with my limitations. Because here's the thing, is you're only, watch this, oh, please get this. You will only receive based on how you perceive. You don't believe me? Watch. In the New Testament, Jesus comes along to Nicodemus. And he says, teacher. And he began to teach him. Right? Another comes along and says, I perceive you are a prophet. And he begins to prophesy. Some approach him, you're the Messiah. Some, I believe you are the healer. And he heals. You will only receive how you perceive.